Hi everybody, welcome back for another video. I make my own vitamin C serum, so I wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys. I know there's a lot of videos out there. The recipes are almost identical. Some are just a little bit different, but this is the one I found I really like. Seems to work best for me. And vitamin C serum is definitely something, if you're not using, that you might want to incorporate. It's great for the skin, anything from lightening, hyperpigmentation like sunspots. It's also good at fighting the free radicals, you know, things like anything you come in contact with, like if you smoke, the smoke from your cigarette, anything like that that your skin is coming in contact with, even pollution outside. So it's very good at that. It really strips the skin of those things. It's also going to help stimulate collagen production, and as we get older that does slow down. So something there to keep in mind as well. Lots of other benefits. You can actually Google vitamin C benefits and you'll find several, but I will try to put a couple of links below as well. Now this is very simple to make. I do wear gloves because this is very fine powder. I don't want to breathe it in. I don't want to get it on my hands and accidentally get it, you know, on me to where it could get my eye. It could be very irritating. Alright, and you can also buy vitamin C already made. The biggest thing to remember with vitamin C that's actually going to be effective, it has a short shelf life. When you start adding a lot of preservatives, you're really defeating the purpose of using the vitamin C. Now some people do add vitamin E and ferulic acid. That's great. But I mean, preservatives that's going to let it sit on the shelf a long time is what you don't want. So this, you can make a small batch, where I usually double my recipe that have written on my bag here. That'll get me by about a week. I'm liberal with it because it's cheap to make. Now the thing you want to look for, if you decide to make your own, your vitamin C ultra fine. You don't want to like get a vitamin C tablet and just try to grind it up yourself. Odds are you're not going to get it fine enough, and it'll always feel gritty. It won't be water soluble for you. This is very fine, so it will be. You'll be able to see that in a moment. And let's see. Oh yeah, a couple of other things to remember, or the main thing to remember when you're ordering your vitamin C ascorbic acid, you want to look for the L ascorbic acid. Not just vitamin C. One has more efficacy than the other. So L-ascorbic acid is the one that you want. Alright, so we're going to get started now. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pop over and get my bottled water because the one thing we don't want to use is tap water. Drop that in. And before you put the glycerin in, that's really to give it the slip. You don't even have to use glycerin. You can go all water if you want. But I like just a little bit of glycerin to make it more of a serum. So I'm going to be using 1.5 teaspoons of water. Yep. Alright. Get that out of the way. I'm going to take a minute to stir this up. I try to use a clear jar because it is hard for you guys to be able to see this on the camera. I know. Well, there's a little bit on the side there that I'll get, but we'll see if we can get it down there where you can see it's completely clear in there. I scrape that little white spot off the side. Get it mixed in. Alrighty. And then I use 1/2 teaspoon of the glycerin. Another thing to remember is what I'm making is a 20% vitamin C serum. You can get these in 10, 15, 20% when you buy them over the counter or when you make it, either one. You may want to start low. Some people have an irritation the first time they use it. So you could start out with maybe a week of using a 5%. The next week try going to a 10. If you feel any irritation, that's okay. Just back off. Or maybe spread out how many days a week you're using it until you build it up. I've been using this for about 1.5 years, so I'm good with it. But you'll see it's all clear. It's all mixed up now. Got my little funnel here. You want to store this in a dark bottle, whether it's the dark blue or a brown, light can be an enemy to your vitamin C serum. So keep it stored dark. And if you want to make larger batches, something else you can do is put it in the refrigerator. That will also help it. And I've seen some people wrap it in Reynolds Wrap as well. I never had the need to do that as long as it was in dark bottles. When this starts to go bad, you will know it. It will start to turn yellow. And then that means it has already oxidized. But it will continue to get even worse. You know, yellow to kind of dark yellow to orange and brown. If you see yellow, dump it, make you up a new batch. The same as if you buy it. If it is yellow, it's already oxidized. So at that point, not only is it not helping, it can even become part of the free radicals on your skin that's not good for the skin. So again though, you can read up more on that, but I hope this helped out. It's very quick and easy to make. I do it about every week or two, and I love it. Now another thing, a tip to remember about this, if you use Retin-A, don't use this and Retin-A at the same time. For example, I use my Retin-A at night before I go to bed. I use this in the morning. It's the first thing that goes on my face. And then I will start to layer on my other products like a moisturizer, for example, and sunscreen and that kind of thing. Anytime you're on vitamin C and Retin-A, you will become more sensitive to the sun. That's something else to bear in mind. If you're a sun junkie, a beach junkie, then what you'll want to do is lather up the sunscreen, which you should be doing anyway. But you're going to be a lot more sensitive than normal once you're using these things, because they are trying to repair the damage that the sun has already done. So just a few tips there. But again, if you Google it, it's going to tell you all of this, plus a lot more benefits. I just kind of hit the high points, the things that kind of stuck with me and impressed me about it. And again, been using it a year and a half, and I really like it. So I hope this video helped somebody. And if you have any questions, comment below. Or maybe if you're using a different recipe or where you are getting yours, I'd just be interested to know that as well. And thanks for watching. Please like this video, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you know anybody that might want to see this.